Hey, welcome back to MCOC Noxie, the master of mediocre gameplay. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a few months. I'm at a new alliance. Our old alliance was just getting stressful, and so I decided to move on and take a break for a little while. Came back. So you're going to see just a compilation of the first 4 wars here, just some of the fun fights. I'm only including the ones I thought were a little bit interesting. So if you were ever wondering, hey, is Doom still good against Captain Marvel movie? Yes. I can answer that for you. Here at the Master of Mediocre Gameplay, I can answer that question for you. Yes, Doom destroys Carol Danvers. So there she goes. That was a duped rank 3 Carol Danvers against my R4 Doom. That was fun. So just easy breezy, man. Whenever you see Doom, or whenever you see Danvers and you can play Doom, you're doing well. So here we've got a rank 3 Ultron, and this one's going to be short. This is what happens. Yeah, that's what happens right there when you put metal characters in front of Magneto. It's not much of a fight. So this is a fun fight. This is my rank 4 Warlock. Warlock's probably my favorite war champion. It's just so versatile, has incredible crit damage, and I just love him. And of course he turns off healing. He's got all the immunities, and so something fun happens in this fight against I-Hulk. He's gonna try to heal. I'm not gonna let him. And this is really just a straightforward matchup. So the only thing that's tricky about I-Hulk as a defender, of course, is his invulnerability there at the end, right? When he goes crazy, rejuvenates life, all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to see here is that Warlock, because of his infections, and I think I have 2 infections up at the time that he hits 0, what you're going to see is that Warlock just shuts that down and says no to I-Hulk. And to me, that is just a good thing to know. He's well over his 15 gamma charges or something like that. And so he's trying to heal. No, he can't. So there he goes. So Warlock is confirmed to be a really nice I-Hulk counter. So here we've got Cersei. She's a pain in the butt. This is a rank 3 Cersei against my Doom. I've been enjoying playing Doom. In the past, I didn't really get to take Doom to a lot of fights, but in the fights I've been taking in these first four wars, there's been a couple wars where I just had a lot of cosmics on my path, and cosmics usually mean Doom. And so I was a little nervous because I hadn't fought Cersei just a ton. But I thought Doom would be the answer, and it turns out that yes he is. Cersei is really interesting. If she gets that glancing going, that is really frustrating, of course. Try to keep her staggered, and then just put her in the cycle, and that's all over. Yeah, her specials, both of her specials, and here's the problem with Cersei as a defender, is that both of her specials are extremely easy to evade. Oh, look, it's another Magneto fight against a metal champion. Oh, that's over. Yeah, because that's what Magneto does to metal champions. So here we've got a rank 4 APOC against my rank 3 Nebula. This is the first time I'd used Nebula in quite a while, and you're going to see that. It shows in my gameplay that I take a few too many hits here and just make a couple little mistakes here. So the goal here is not to let him hit too much into your block. I'm trying to push him to his SP1 because I'm still terrible at evading that SP2 of APOCs. I've got a rank 4 APOC that I love to use. You think, well, you probably, if you play a character enough, you usually kind of figure out how to counter them and how to combat them. No, I'm not. Well, I guess I did find out a way, and it's called avoid APOC ever getting to a special 2. So I'm fine with that special 1. Got really lucky there that he wasn't unblockable. when he went into that. Still hurt me. But Nebula's healing charges were going to heal me, and then I just had a slip up. So I'm at my 20, I think it's called amp charges for Nebula. I'm at my 20 amp charges. I'm just trying to get to that SP2. So I'm going to have to absorb this. I know that. Let it hit me twice, then I back out of the third one. So I've got to sorry, my phone's going crazy. I've got to the 20 amp charges. I've got to the special 2. And look at that health just flying off, big boy. Big boy. So, I did push him to his SP2. I think I just take the snowball. Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, it's not worth it. Not worth it there to try to evade it. So here's the current war we're on. Someone took my path 1. And so I get to pull a fun new team. I get to pull Hood, Doom, and Kingpin. Kingpin and Hood are just an amazing pair together, synergy pair. But they're also just two awesome champions in the types of fights they can take and the types of fights they can counter. Ooh, got away with a missed heavy there. Thank you, Icarus, for being gentle. This is a rank 3 Icarus, and I was a little concerned there for a second about, okay, I think Doom's a good answer here. I feel like I have very little experience about fighting Icarus, but I haven't used one potion through any of the first 4 wars. My current alliance is a little less intense about war, and so I've just been, saving potions. I haven't been using them, and honestly, a couple wars I just kind of, if I can admit this, just kind of forgot about them. Not sure. I mean, I've been doing fine, but I just didn't even. The idea of should I use a potion or a boost or something didn't even enter my mind, and I have some in overflow. So the last fight you're going to see in this video is the first time I've actually used a potion or a boost or anything like that. A boost, I guess, in this entire season. So here we have another Cosmic on this lane. This is a rich get richer lane. So they're the defenders. They're placing defenders that are buff heavy, which is great for that path, unless you don't ban Doom and don't ban the best nullifiers. And so Doom just looked at this entirely cosmic path and just licked his chops and said, oh, well, this is all Doom. And so I think I take every fight with Doom except for the last fight. Oh, no. Yeah, 2 fights I end up, the 2 Boss Island fights I end up taking with Kingpin and Hood, which are awesome. So I love all 3 of these champs. Doom's obviously, he's the OG. But man, I love Kingpin and I love Hood. Hood, I think, is my favorite champion to play. He's not the best, but I think he's my favorite. I just love taking fights with him. I love when Hood is an answer to a fight. It is so fun. You almost feel like you're just cheating. It's so fun. Doom kind of is cheating, but Hood just makes everything so fun. So down goes Odin. Now we've got is this a rank 3 Galen versus Gallon. Is it Gallon? Gallon. I think they say Gallon. The Proto Galactus. So here we go. I'm just not going to let him get any of his harvest going at all. I'm going to keep him staggered. Not going to take very many hits. I was just not worried about this. I'm a little bit of a newbie. I think this is maybe the first Gallon I've ever taken in war. But I figured Doom would be good, and it turns out Doom is good. When you think Doom is going to handle a fight, he almost always will. And so I think I end up pushing him to an SB2 here, which is, not what you want to do, but Doom's block proficiency is just silly. And then I just happened to notice right there, oh, I still have my aura up, and I've got SB2. That'll end the fight. So here we've got now Hyperion, a rank 3 hype. Man, I love hype. But if you got Doom, hype ain't it. So they really kind of made some mistakes. I feel like they should have done a better job of setting up this path, because they basically just said, hey, we're not going to ban Dr. Doom, and if you've got one, this path is a cakewalk for you. Here you go, you're welcome. So whoever planned their battle strategy, I would path 7 maybe a little differently. Maybe try to put just some defenders in there that aren't easily cheesable with Doom. because or ban Doom. You know, this path would have been much, much harder with one simple ban of Dr. Doom. So, and then you're gonna see this is it. He just takes him out with a heavy. I didn't even get to use the SP3 there. All right, so here we've got Hood versus a mostly taken down Hulkling. And so I'll be honest, at some point during this fight, because there's just so much stuff to try to remember with Hulkling, man, he's such an annoying defender. I mean, if you can push him to his specials, he's not hard. But there's just so many things to try to remember. And at one point, I forgot that I had put... I don't know what it's called for Hood. I need to look this up. I'd put bullets on him. I don't know what they... Once you hit him with a medium, obviously you can heavy and detonate. But I had kind of just totally forgotten. I'm really concerned here about that SP3, obviously, for Hulkling. Look at that. That's close. But Hulkling loves throwing his specials, which is good. Because getting Hulkling to throw his specials is the way to beat Hulkling, as far as I'm concerned. Get him to throw his specials, his SP1 or 2, and then I throw a special 2 right into the block. Awesome. Great job, me. Great job. So I love Hood, but I wouldn't say I'm a pro yet. I'm trying to get better, trying to put some 6-tones in him, and then I finally remembered, oh, I can detonate, and then down goes Hulkling. So here we've got a Mumu Cow, a Rintra. Is this a rank 3? No, it's a rank 4 Rintra. Tons of health, and this is the first time I'm using any of these boosts, and I had them all in overflow. So I probably have been expiring boosts and didn't even pay attention really. So here we've got my rank 4 Kingpin, the rank 4 Fat Man versus the rank 4 Moo Cow on Mini Island. And you're going to see my strategy. I don't know if this is everyone's strategy, but I have a rank 3 High Sig Rintra. He just, ends up on defense most times for war. But I've practiced him several times. And I was just like, man, this node doesn't really help Rintra that much. Especially it doesn't help him at all against Kingpin. And so I practiced him a few times. I'm really not that familiar with fighting Rintra, except I know I can evade both of his first 2 specials very easily. And then the strategy I went with, and I can't tell you exactly why, I don't remember. Maybe it has to do something with him being rooted or going unstoppable or something like that. But I just decided I'm not going to throw any specials except my special 3. I'm going to bait his specials. I'm going to hit into his block a lot. Oh, see, there he goes, unstoppable and unblockable. I don't know why he did that. I just don't know his moves and skill set well enough. So I'm going to hit into his block a lot. I'm trying to put him to his push him to his SP1, and then I'm going to try to punish with the SP3 and then punish with the stun if I can. And there you go, that rank 4 Kingpin is just money, man. He'll leave a few bucks behind for you. So I'm going to try to do some damage here without... I'm sorry, my phone's driving me crazy. So there we go. Just play that SP2 safe, man, because if that thing catches you, you boned. You're in trouble there. That thing is powerful. So there he's going unblockable and unstoppable. And so definitely my invul came in handy, because I did not play this as clean as I would like. So there he goes, unstoppable and unblockable again. And I'm trying not to parry him much, because on this node, kind of basically the only sneaky thing about this node, other than the shifting immunities, is that every time you parry, limber increases by 20%. So I want to save those parries for when they really matter. And Kingpin isn't really, I mean, unless you're running the full Mr. Sinister synergy, the parry isn't all that important with Kingpin. You just want to, especially with a champ like Rintra, where you're just trying to bait out his specials. I'm just going to pound into his block, trying to get him to use his specials, and get to my SP3. So there's a parry, which I think was probably accidental, because I have no problem taking hits into Kingpin's block because of his constant healing. Kingpin's just so fun. Kingpin and Hood with their amazing synergy together. And they're both just such incredibly fun champions to play. Kingpin's one of the easiest champions to play in the whole game. Hood has a little more complexity to him, but together they are just so fun. Get the perfect on the minigame there for the 20% extra damage. Get the stun. Yeah, feeling good, man. Look at that health bar in Kingpin, looking good. Just feeling confident now. I kind of went into this fight confident. I was just like, man, Rentra's not that tricky. If the nodes on the path make him trickier, then that's one thing. But if this node, this placement doesn't really make a lot of sense for Rentra to me. Unless you're just saying, hey, Rentra's a tough defender, I'll put him on this kind of nothing burger node. If you have Kingpin for this fight, it's just kind of, I mean, does it. Look at that. There you go. Full yellow bar against a rank 4 MCOC. Alright guys, y'all have a good one. I guess I'm back.